This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.
Could I please have a motion to open the meeting?
Make a motion to open the meeting.
I second that. All in favor? Aye. Public speak. Is there anybody from the public who would like to speak? You want to send them out? Sign-in sheet.
I don't have one with all my names.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes from the September meeting, please?
Make a motion to approve the September minutes.
I second. All in favor? Aye.
I've got 2 sets of minutes that were supposed to be on
We approved the minutes for August last week.
there. Okay.
Okay, I would now like to open the public hearing for abandoned building breweries seeking a special one-day for 10/21 for Arcadia event.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Now just tell us what it is.
Sure. So we were contacted by the people who run Arcadia Wildlife at the Mass Audubon Society, and they are having like a harvest festival this Saturday from 2 to 6 p.m. On their property, where they're going to have I think like a band play, a food vendor, and then we were asked to do a beer service also.
Oh, okay. Alright, and
So we will.
there is no rain date.
No, there's no rain date. I checked in with them this week, and it's just this one day. So there's a chance it might not even happen. If it does rain, they're going to cancel it, and that's just the end of it.
And I just have a note here that you need to pay.
Oh, okay. I'll make the
Both
payment.
applications need payment.
Okay, I will take care of the payments when I get back there
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
We'll be the ones that'll be doing the IDing and wristbands at the event. I don't think they're expecting more than maybe 100 people, they said.
It's mostly their members that come too, isn't it?
It's exactly. I think this is actually for their members and family.
Okay, Tony, any questions?
Nope.
Okay, could I have a motion to approve the special one day?
I make a motion to approve the special one day for abandoned building brewery for the Arcadia event on 10/21.
I second that. All in favor? Aye. And now, like to open up the public hearing for abandoned building brewery seeking a special one day for 11/11 event. This is for Aurora Jewelers.
Yeah, so we got contacted by the owner of this new jewelry store moving into 106 Union Street. So I believe it's adjacent to, what is the name of the pizza shop?
Village.
Village Pizza. This is over in the shopping center that has Dollar General.
Oh, okay. Yep.
They're not open yet, but this is for their opening event. So it's Saturday, November 11th. The time is from 3 to 7. So they are trying to have sort of like an opening party. They're going to have a food vendor there also, and they asked us to be a beer vendor. So in speaking with the owner, I've kind of told him what the license board usually expects for these one days. So I told him it would have to be a roped off area. If it's anything outside of the inside of the store, and we would be the ones that would be doing IDs for customers that would be serving also.
And you're gonna put a band on people
We would be putting,
or stamp something?
we'll probably put wristbands on people. Like I said, I think this is a rain or shine event because it would also be in the store too if it is raining outside. But if they don't provide a fencing option, we'll probably bring our orange snow fence. So the owner of the store has, I think, already talked to the property manager about this also.
If I may, I also spoke with the gentleman who was doing the opening, the owner of the store, and let him know that it has to remain inside of Matt's roped off area, that he can't cross the sidewalk, go in the store with the stuff, come back out, where it was like you have to
Right.
stay in that
Exactly.
drinking area.
Yeah. So if you're in the store, you're fine. But if you're like away from the store, they can't leave your roped in area and walk across the parking lot to go into the store with a beverage.
Okay, I think he was hoping that we would try to do the roped off area like directly in front of the store. So I think the store is on the corner of the
It is,
of the mall there. So I would think the roped off area would be like from the corner of the wall. It might encompass the sidewalk in front of the store,
Okay.
but yeah, people would not be
Walking around the parking lot.
exactly. Yeah. We're I told him, I was like, as long as it stays in the store or within the roped off area, we should be in compliance.
Okay.
I believe the owner's name is Jimmy. I don't have the last name.
Jimmy John.
Jim,
It's James.
James, yes.
Okay. Tony, any questions?
No.
All right. Could I have a motion, please?
Make a motion to approve the special one day for 106 Union Street on 11/11.
I second that. All in favor? And lastly, abandoned building brewery seeking alteration of premise. Go ahead, Matt. Try to explain this to everyone.
Okay.
I understand it because Matt and I had a long discussion on this, or I had to educate myself on this. So,
All right, so I can do a little bit of educating everyone here. So the state has 3 separate farmer licenses they offer. They offer a farmer brewery, a farmer winery, and a farmer distillery. You can hold more than one. You can have all 3 if you like. We currently only have a farmer brewery license. What we are trying to do is add a farmer distillery to the current operation. According to the inspector we spoke with from the state, who came out and did a visit already, since our entire premises is already licensed for the farmer brewery, to be able to add a farmer distillery, what we have to do is remove the area that's going to be for the distillery from the brewery license. We have to separate it. So this application process is to remove the area that's already licensed for the brewery that'll be then used for the distillery. We've already done this with at the federal level with the TTB, and when the inspector came out and did his on-site inspection, this was back in the end of September. He made me aware that this was necessary to do for the state also.
So Matt, I just have a question. I didn't talk to anybody about. If we're removing it now, we're granting you to change the premise and take that out, but this isn't your application for the new license. So is there going to be a period of time that you can't even use this area that you're taking out? Or it's just for prepping right now and you just can't use it though for your other business?
So,
Does that make sense what I'm saying?
yeah, it does. So the area in question previously was a storage room, was a storage facility. It wasn't, I mean, yes, it was licensed by the brewery, but it wasn't being actively used for anything for day-to-day operations.
People were not inside of it.
No, this was it was a staff access only, and this is still going to be a staff access only. This is not going to be something that's on display. The reason we chose this space in the breweries because the rules that the federal level and the state lays out is that the area that's going to be the distillery has to be physically separated from all other locations on the brewery. So not just a chain, but they said floor to ceiling separation. So that way it has to do with, I think, they're much more strict when it comes to alcohol as far as federal taxes. The taxation is much higher for spirits versus for beer. But that was the rule we learned from the state, from the federal, and the state also applies that too.
And when do you think that you'll be putting in your application for the other farmer's permit?
For the the pouring portion.
No,
For the distillery.
for the distillery.
So we already submitted the distillery license to the state. Because this is just a production license, we haven't gotten as far as a tasting portion yet.
Okay.
We were allowed to
It
do
wouldn't come before us.
Exactly.
Okay, that's my
Yes.
question.
Yeah, we just did it online and went right to the state.
Okay.
But because of the alteration portion, that comes in front of you.
Right.
And then,
Tony, do you want to see the plan where this is going to be in his building?
the intent is that once we
There's a couple plans right there.
once we get the approval for this and we actually start making the spirits, under the state it's called the Section 19H pouring permit, which if you have more than one farmer license, a farmer winery or farmer brewery, if you apply for this pouring license, you can pour all of your products on site. So I believe we'll probably have to come back in front of the board again for this application.
Right.
I haven't done that one before, so I'm going to talk to our state inspector, and he advised me about that also. And there are other locations in the state that have more than one, so it's not a first for the state, but I think it'd be a first for the city of Easthampton.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody here in Hampshire County. I don't think so.
The closest one I know is in Franklin County, Element Brewing Company
Yeah.
also operates a distillery there too.
Yeah, they do.
I think they might have actually been the one that was the first one in the state. And it's been years since they've had it.
Tree House in South Deerfield also does this.
That would be Franklin too. That's Franklin.
Yeah, it's Franklin County. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, they're I think one of the newer ones that operate a distillery and a brewery.
Oh, there's one in Amherst. What does the one in Amherst do? They do both, don't they?
Amherst Brewing Company.
Yeah.
It's possible they do. I'm not aware of it.
There's a lot of reading that I had to do on this when I saw it was on the agenda. Okay, I don't have any other questions, Tony.
Nope.
Okay, could I have a motion to approve this, please?
I'll make a motion to approve the alteration of premises for the distillery at abandoned building brewery.
I second that. All in favor? Aye. Thank you,
Thank
man.
you. And I believe
Do I sign this one?
the fee for that I think was paid because that was like through the state.
Yeah, I don't have anything. There's no notes on here.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll take care of those 2 one-day.
Yeah, it was
licenses
paid.
then.
Yeah,
It was
Okay.
paid.
So I'll
Yeah.
submit it to the state tomorrow.
Wonderful.
Tony, you need to sign that one.
Yes, these are the ones you said.
Is it 2 places or 1 place?
Just that one place. The LLA one.
All right, and then when we get ready for this other portion, I'll be in touch.
Okay, I'll
All right.
be here.
Thanks,
Okay,
Matt.
thank you very much.
Thank
See
you.
then.
All right. Guessing you're from River Valley?
I am.
Okay. I'd like to now open up the public hearing for River Valley Co-op seeking reconsideration of change of officers, directors, LLC manager application. So something changed.
Yes, we've reformatted, we've revised question number 6. We've reformatted the attachment, and hopefully the inspector will be happy with this.
Oh, this was a, because you just came before
Yes.
us for this.
So,
And,
maybe about 4 months ago.
right, that's
Yeah.
why I thought it looked familiar to me.
Yeah, it's all too familiar. It's
So,
very interesting. We filed this same after I didn't deal with Northampton because I'm Northampton City Solicitor, so I don't deal with River Valley and Northampton. So they did that on their own. We filed exactly the same applications in the 2 communities, went to do 2 different inspectors, got back 2 different requests.
Oh, gosh.
One of them came back, no action to you.
Mhm.
The one in Northampton did not come back, no action.
and I'm sorry, who could?
I'm Alan Seawald,
Okay,
an
thank
attorney
you.
in Northampton. I represent River Valley Market.
All right. So the only thing that changed on this application from when we reviewed it previously is
Question 6.
6
We
is,
have revised question 6 as the inspector asked us to, and, put River Valley Market in there, and also Northampton Community Cooperative Market. In the inspector's defense, this is an odd configuration here, to have thousands of shareholders with no financial interest. They can't really wrap their head around that at all. We have an LLC with a corporation being the sole member and manager. It's a square peg in a world of round holes, and I understand that. And so we've revised number 6. This addendum is new, so we've set out separately the officers and directors that are changing, so that the inspector would have that.
okay.
If there are any other questions, I'd be happy to.
What do we,
So I just had a question because Rochelle had reached out to me with the inspector where the inspectors really nitpick. So on some forms it says LaSalle DeBoer, some it says Elizabeth DeBoer.
Yeah,
So I want to fill this out correctly because they will return this LLA form
Yeah.
to us and say no action again. If it's not, so who is the manager of the license now?
the manager of the license now
Or is going to be, because you're
is
changing
going to be
the
Elizabeth DeBoer.
Elizabeth DeBoer.
Yeah, with an S. Yeah, I mean, the
Okay, we
form
have to
has
spell
her
it.
full name on it.
Yeah, but then like the social security says something different, like other forms say LaSalle. Unless LaSalle DeBoer is a different person.
Oh, Lysol.
Lysol.
Yeah, no, that's the same person, and they filled this all out with Lysol, and I sent it back to them to put Elizabeth in. And I
Okay.
don't know what social security information you're referring to, but
Scan of the card.
her,
do you want to take that? Go right ahead, because
It's a large
you
packet.
might know where it is quicker
I
than I
know.
can find it.
I think I'm just scanning through.
yeah, I can see on her serve safe certificate,
Serve
it's
safe?
Lysol. But
Okay.
it's all one and the same person. I'm not really sure how to change that.
Possibly, maybe if you could just notarize an affidavit that she's one and the same person, have her sign both ways on the affidavit, and that might take care of the inspector.
Okay, I can do that.
That would be quick and easy.
I will do that.
With an S. And it's lowercase d-e?
Yes.
And then capital B?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I'm checking.
Yeah, I think that would be the best, just do something that's notarized. She's AKA also known as, and we'll put that in there with the package.
Okay, I'll get that. Lindsay, I'll get that to you.
Yeah. I can still send this off to the state today.
Okay,
Or tomorrow rather.
and then we'll follow it up with the affidavit.
Yeah, we can do that, or, cross your fingers and throw it in there and see if they say anything.
Well, I would hate for it to have to come back, that they
Yeah.
would have to
So-
do it again. So just, say
Yeah.
it's forthcoming, you'll have it in a day or two, and
Okay.
you'll forward it to them.
Okay.
And that would tie it all together.
Yeah, I assume she's in town.
Yeah.
She would have been here tonight, I believe, if this afternoon, if she were available. I guess she wasn't, that's why I'm here.
And is there a DBA of River Valley Co-op?
They do business as River Valley Co-op.
But they're licensed as River Valley Market LLC.
That is so River Valley Co-op, I guess, would be a DBA, but I don't know if it's a cooperative corporation, so I don't know if they filed a DBA with the clerk.
Okay, I need to know that before submitting this.
Okay,
Well, that would be just going down to Barber, wouldn't it?
I'll find out.
Yeah, because that's where the DBA is doing business as a
If they
Barber.
filed it.
Yeah.
Do you need one filed?
If they're operating under River Valley Co-op. I just don't see that anywhere in the paperwork, but I know Rochelle has made it very clear to me that it's River Valley Co-op. So I just need to make sure somewhere.
And so they would just need to have, that would be with Barber down the hall. They just have to put in their business, in business hours, in the town.
They definitely do business as River Valley Co-op. That's
Yeah.
how they're known.
And all their advertising is done in that and
Yeah,
everything.
okay, so DBA River Valley Co-op, it's on the query request form for one of them.
Okay, so what do you need from me, Lindsay?
I don't think anything, just that I needed to fill that out correctly.
Oh, okay,
Because they
I
inspect
can-
our form as much as they
I know.
inspect everything else.
Someday they're gonna think we're grown up enough to do this on our own.
Someday, I hope.
My last mayor, I could not stop him from railing against the ABCC, telling us how many licenses we
It's
can
terrible.
hold. It's just terrible.
It is.
It's terrible.
All right,
So I
so,
will check into the DBA certificate and I will get you an affidavit tomorrow. I'll back that
Perfect.
tomorrow.
so Tony, could I please have a motion to approve this with the conditions as requested being met?
Okay, I make a motion to approve River Valley Co-op reconsideration of change of officer directors LLC with the appropriate,
Affidavit filed.
affidavits filed.
I second that. All in
Okay.
favor?
Yeah.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll be in touch tomorrow. Liz.
Thank you.
Great. All right, I would now like to open the public hearing on Sunset Motors bond cancellation notice effective August 31st. I do not see anybody here from Sunset Motors.
Michael Peters is in the hospital again,
Last time he was on a face chat with us
Yeah.
there.
and I was just notified yesterday that he's in the hospital. They somebody email scanned me a bond from Surety Insurance that became effective on October 13th.
So
So
it-
from August to October, they were not bonded.
Okay. Are we supposed to do something? I don't even know what we're supposed to do about this. If it has now been corrected,
Yeah,
I think moving forward, you'll have to prove it to renew his license in another month. So
yeah.
I think we take no action at this time then.
Sounds great to me.
All right. Next, public hearing in regards to legislative licenses for renewal, licenses that are not being utilized.
So I put this on the agenda so we could actually have a conversation about it.
Yes. So there are definitely, we have no licenses to give in town.
Correct.
So this is very important that if there are licenses that are not being utilized and they have not been used for a long time, we need to know that the people that are holding them are planning on using them in the very near future. If not, we are going to take them back. The problem being, though, they are legislative licenses, so they are tied into the actual location that they have been granted to. So, for example, though not all of them, so 413 has not opened up since the pandemic, and it has not been opened, and so we would need to know from them if they put in for a renewal. We need to request from these companies or people that are requesting these renewals why they haven't opened up and why we should be renewing it. They need to have what is their business plan moving forward to utilize these licenses, that they just cannot have them and not use them. So the ones that I can think of is 413, which is not a legislative license. The license that is at Eastworks for their banquet hall
121 Club or Under the Bridge?
under the bridge. The 121 Club was the old restaurant license, which I do not believe is a legislative license. So that's 121 Club? Is that the name of that bar? Or Under the Bridge, Under the Bridge.
I can pull up the list of licensees.
I believe that Food Engine is now using their license. They
Okay.
hadn't for a long time, but I would like confirmation on that. And then any other, Groom will not be,
They didn't renew this past year.
so, and did we award that to someone else? No, because that's a legislative
It rolls back
license.
to the state, right?
That's a legislative license, yeah. So it's still on that location. Well, that was tied to, I'm sorry, it is a legislative license, but it is only tied to highway business zone. That's what it was. So that's why,
So
so
is that an available?
yes, that would be available as long as it stayed in that location.
District.
Yeah, and not that location, but in that highway business zone. So that possibly would be for the project next to Burger King, whatever that is there.
Yeah,
They could possibly.
yeah.
Any other ones, Tony? Can you think of anybody that has a license that has not been utilized?
We're just trying to pull up what we have. There's
Sure.
so many. Tip Top Wine Shop hasn't opened yet.
They're opening by the end of the month.
Okay. Little Truck hasn't opened yet.
They're open. They
They're
are
open?
open. Yep. I think their first thing is November 4th.
Okay, cool.
What?
I don't have internet in here.
Um,
Connect to my shared drive.
The ones that I really know are the 413 Eastworks. Food Engine, I question. We know Groom is not utilizing their license. The Peter Pan license was given to
Sam.
Sam, right? And the variety, not the package store went to Tip Top. I don't know of any other ones. Those are the main ones that I know of.
Amy's Place, Brad's Cat, Calico, Food Engine, 121, Ultimately Do, Galaxy, Gigantic, Glendale, Glory of India, Veracruzana, Legion, Little Truck, Marigold, Mission, Weenies, Pop George, Pizza House, Pulaski, Riffs.
Riffs. Riffs are selling their license.
Okay, I
I know
haven't
that.
received anything.
You won't. I don't think the closing is until after the first of the year.
So they'll have to renew
Right.
under Riffs.
Yes, and then transfer it.
They would, oh man, it'd be so much easier to do the transfer at the same time as the renewal.
Mm-hmm. They're running into some issues. But yeah, that's a definite one. What else do you have?
Sevens, Tavern, Log Cabin, Bistro, Daily Op, Easthampton Diner, Casara, Village, Skanda Club, 413, Luthier's, Valley Art, Under the Bridge, Ferry Street Package, Gym Package, Old Colony Package, Union Street Package, River Valley, Big E's, Jerry's, Valley Farms, which is now owned,
Mm-hmm.
Oxbow Wines,
Which is Tip Top Wines.
that's now Tip Top Wines. I
Yep.
have to note that because I have them under Meow 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 Meow, Oxbow Wines. Oxbow is Tip Top.
Yep.
It's Tip Top. Just make sure I have that in my 2024. Abandoned Fort Hill and New City.
Okay. All right. And moving on, new business renewals to go out up to permitize applicants automatically. We will send out an email. You will send out an email as well to everyone. ABCC November required form will be mailed to licensees and expected to be uploaded to portal as they were last year. So nothing's changed from that.
Nothing's changing. And I think they already got notice because I have a ton of renewals in already.
Good. Good.
Yeah, it's
Look
working,
at
but I
that.
didn't have to send anything yet. I actually sent out that one email. I think I blind copied you guys on. That was just like, hey, this is coming. Get ready. Same thing, different year.
There'll be the one guy with the junkyard that you'll have to call up.
Mr. Zelensky.
Yes. All right, next meeting, November 28th at 4 o'clock. Is that still good for you? All right. Could I have a motion to close the meeting, please?
I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
All in favor? Aye.
This government meeting is brought to you by Eastworks and our local cable subscribers.